So close your eyes and take a ride into the night. Oh baby, I got a lot in store for you.
So what is it with a lot of, I said a lot of, many of them, not all of them, black women in the grocery store, you look them right in the face and you say hello and they act like you didn't say anything.
Black lady in the grocery store who did not speak back to you when you said hey. Please understand, sir, be glad that you spoke to her and not me. Because there is a black woman that will meet you with that fire.
We have civilized the world and done such a good job in first world countries to where women, in this case black women, are offended just to be asked to smile. It's offensive.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. I'm your host, S.W. Griffin, and this is the Hear Me Out podcast. I got something to say. We're going to be talking about a gentleman that has kind of blown up the internet because he spoke out about black women not speaking in grocery stores. And his story is kind of typical for most black men. Now, I don't try to speak to people in grocery stores unless they speak to me first, especially black women. I don't go there because I don't need the hassle. I live a pretty cool, calm, and collected, stress-free life with no drama in it. And so I don't need that while I'm grocery shopping either. So I don't particularly worry about people speaking to me in the grocery store. And usually when people do speak, it's usually a white person. It's hardly ever a black woman. It may a black guy may say hi here and there, as I was grocery shopping just today. And, there were quite a few black women in this particular grocery store. It's a part of town. It's a very upscale part of town. And, there were about 4 or 5 black women in the store. That a huge grocery store. And, I passed them and looked at them and I didn't say a word, and some I didn't even try to look at. That's just me because I know the game. And I don't care to get involved with people on that type of level outside when I'm grocery shopping. But this man had a different story. He said he's been kind of caught away or sheltered away for a while. And so is he missing something? So let's play a little bit more of it. And a shout out to Riva TV, because some of these clips are taken from her particular podcast. And I'm going to link that particular podcast in the description of this video so that you can click on the link and look at her entire video. She has some very, very nice points that she made concerning this whole thing. And it was blown way out of proportion by a lot of black women who commented on the guy. Guy was just talking about saying hello to somebody in a grocery store. And all these women commented and they were all offended by it. They're all offended. Well, you ain't got to worry about that with me because I don't speak to you. I just don't. I go do my grocery store. I don't need that stress in my life. But I'm going to say some other things later on in the video concerning you black men and give you some advice. And you could take it or leave it, but I'm going to give you the advice anyway. So let's get to it.
So I just came out of Kroger's to buy some groceries for next week. And I've got a question. God has had me in this period of isolation these last few months. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss the memo. So what is it with a lot of, I said a lot of, many of them, not all of them, black women in the grocery store, you look them right in the face and you say hello and they act like you didn't say anything. Am I missing something, or is there a memo that I did not hear about? This is Dr. Dex. Remember, Dr. Dex.
Black lady in the grocery store who did not speak back to you when you said hey. Please understand, sir, be glad that you spoke to her and not me. Because there is a black woman that will meet you with that fire if you don't back your and stop talking to me. What the entitlement, the audacity, because you speak to me does not, I'm in the South too. Because you speak to me don't mean, oh, I have to, what? Men, do y'all agree with this? Women, do y'all, like, as a black woman, do I have to speak with you? Can I go in and buy my groceries and go home to feed my family? You're not paying for the groceries. I'm probably uninterested because it looks like that gut was busting over. You couldn't even look down there and see anything that you could do anything to do. Well, what's your purpose? Okay? Be glad she didn't meet you with that fire. Because not only did she not speak, you felt it enough. So I know you were just hawking her down probably too, and the audacity, this woman, then you keep looking at me a little too hard. You gonna make me uncomfortable. And don't make me nervous now.
So I want to say this based off of what that woman said, right? In my personal opinion, she created an entire narrative of he must have been hawking her down. She even talked about, bringing a weapon into the occasion, because if somebody's looking at her, like how did it escalate so far from that situation? Like, how did a weapon get introduced to a conversation of a man asking why women do not say hello to them? And interestingly enough, these are the same women who say that they're the least protected, that nobody cares about them, that, society forgets about them, and, they're victimized in all these situations. And here we hear a man who asked a very simple question. It wasn't invasive. It wasn't aggressive. It wasn't disrespectful. It's not that he was trying to holler at her. He literally said that he walked past a woman and said hello to her, and she did not respond to him. She acted like he never existed.
Look, Riva is 100% right in what she said. This man just said hello. He was trying to ask the question, why don't black women speak in grocery stores? He had nothing to do with running around trying to hunt this woman down and try to get in her face. This woman is crazy, talking about, if it had been me, you better be glad you spoke to her instead of spoke to me, because I would have brought the heat. So what you gonna do? Pull out a gun because somebody said hello? You're freaking crazy. This is why you black men need to wake up. See, I'm going to put it this way. They are telling you over the internet time and time again that they don't want to be bothered with you. The only time they want to be bothered with you is if they can suck some money out of you. That's the only time that they care about dealing with you. So you need to wake up and understand that the black females, not all, there are some good ones out there, but not all, but many of them have made up their mind that if you are a black man, you ain't shit, you never will be shit, and you ain't worth nothing but to take your money. So what you need to do, black man, you need to understand that you got one or two choices. You can keep putting up with that foolishness, or you can take yourself and go elsewhere where you are appreciated and not tolerated and hated. Black men are listen, black men, you are highly sought after by white women, Asian women, Latino women, and even some Arab women like black men. So why don't you wake up, quit putting up with this? See, I'm not race loyal. The only person that I'm loyal to is Jesus Christ. That's it. But if you can roll with me and you can have fun with me and you can be good to me and I'll be good to you, I don't care what color you are. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care if the woman is white. It doesn't matter to me. And you black women out there, if you can find a white man that'll rock and roll with you, go for it. Because we black men, we don't care. You have not seen one video of a black man, that I know of that was on a video on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram talking about why don't white women black women only date black men? Why they want to get a white man? You have never heard that out of a black man, and you won't, because we don't care. See, you don't own us, and we don't own you, black women. You don't own me. Jesus Christ owns me, and Jesus Christ is not a racist. He doesn't care. But if you care, that's your problem. Black men, wake up. These black women are telling you that they do not want you. You are no good for nothing to them. You need to wake up. There's a lady out there, a white lady, German lady named Soraya Brooks from Germany. She married a black American guy. She's saying if you black men want to be treated right, go to Germany. Go to Germany because they love black men over there. This is not about loyalty to a race. It's about living a good, decent, God-fearing life. This is what this is about. It's about living a life that is acceptable and pleasing to God, not being loyal to somebody just because their skin color is the same to you. Heck, I'm not even loyal to my own brothers and sisters. They'll turn on me. If I was a billionaire and I was about to die, they'd kill me to get the money. These are my own brothers and sisters. So I understand that this has nothing to do with being race loyal. It's about living a good, clean, acceptable life to God and having a legacy that you can leave behind. Don't fall for this foolishness. This is foolishness. These black women are telling you they don't want you. They don't need you. And you need to wake the hell up and stop trying to be race loyal and live your life. Live it. Even if it's with another woman, even if it's a white woman, even if it's with a Latino woman, even if it's with an Asian woman, whichever one that you like the best and they like you too and they accept you, go for it. I'm telling you right now, this has to stop. You black men have to stop dealing with women like this. They're telling you all over the internet that you ain't, I hate to use these words as a Christian, but it's just how it is. That's what they say. Niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. These women think you ain't shit. But those white women and those Asian women and those Latino women, they admire you. Those women admire black men more than any other race of men admire black women. Send a black woman to Germany and see if she has as much success as a black man has with getting somebody. Send a black woman to Italy or France and see if she has the same success as a black man would if he went over there looking for a woman. Don't take this stuff anymore. If they don't want you and they're telling you to your face they don't want you, they can't stand you because they have no respect for you. And you need to wake up and move on. Leave them alone. But let's get back to the final part of this. And like I said, I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video for Riva TV because I want you to check out her complete interview. Her complete podcast of this subject because she did a very good job. And I like to get props where props is due.
Oftentimes when they're at the gym, when she's working out, she doesn't want you to tap her on her shoulder while she has her headphones on and speak to her.
Now, this is moving the goalposts because we're talking about being in the grocery store and somebody saying hello. Now you're going to somebody physically touching somebody else and getting into their personal space and somebody trying to holla at her. That's two very different conversations. If we want to have a conversation about somebody trying to holla at you, as I said, you can respectfully decline, whatever. But I also want us to stick to the conversation of this man said something about saying hello. And you're saying that, maybe some women are saying that, the hello could be misunderstood for somebody trying to holler at them. Fine. But now we're in the gym. Like, when did we get in the gym? We was in the grocery store.
When she's on a walk, just minding her business with her sunglasses on, her headphones, and her phone in landscape mode, she doesn't want to stop and talk to the shirtless man. Women understand that some men are only nice and polite to the women that they find attractive. So we're always very careful about how much attention and how much encouragement we give random men. They probably just want to get their groceries and be left alone. They probably just want to work out and be left alone. They probably just want to go on a walk and be left alone. Keywords, be left alone. What I think some men need to understand is not every woman is playing hard to get. Some women actually are.
Enough said, right? Now the woman is telling you that we want to be left alone. If we're in the gym and you're working out, she's wondering what you, don't tap us on the shoulder. Blah, 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 this. Blah, 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 that. Blah, 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 blah. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Some women aren't just playing hard to get. Some women are hard to get. Well, if they're so hard to get, man, why in the heck are you bothering them? They're telling you over and over and over again that they don't want to be bothered with you. Don't say hello to them. Don't speak to them. Don't even try to date them. They don't want to deal with you. And a lot of it really, ladies and gentlemen, what this is about, this is a psycho ego trip thing with black women. And here's the deal of the psychological delusion that they're in. They, black women, many black women, and I'm going to say this, my mom was the same way. Many black women want the authority and the power that a black man possesses. They want what he has, his attraction, because black men are attractive to a lot of different ethnic groups of women. White women, Latina women, Arab women, Asian women. You can go to any Asian continent and they are enamored with black men. And a lot of black women don't like that. They don't. See, I seen this growing up. I come from a very large family. I got 5 brothers and 6 sisters. Quite a few of them died from COVID a few years back. So the family has really shrunk. But I seen this growing up in my household, in a 2-parent household where my dad worked, had 2 businesses, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom. I seen it with my mom. I seen it with my sisters, and I know what I'm talking about. I seen this firsthand. They want the power and authority that black men have. This was back in the 70s when I was a little kid. And my older brother took the car and he went out and got drunk. And we lived in a little town in Ohio at the time. And about 80,000 people, about 20,000 black people, 25,000 black people, 80,000 people total. Little city. And everybody knew each other. All the black people knew each other. Everybody knew each other because we all stayed on one side of town. My brother took the car and he went out drinking and got drunk. And so the police pulled him over and took him to jail. Now, the police knew my dad. Everybody knew my dad because he was well respected. And my dad was out working at the time. He had 2 businesses he owned, and one of them was a janitorial service that he worked at night as a second business. And they locked my brother up. And my mom tried to go down there and get him out of jail. And the police would not release my brother to my mother. They said, "No, Mrs. Griffin, we are not releasing your son until his dad gets here, until your husband gets here. We will not release him to you." That pissed my mom off so bad, she had a hissy fit. It pissed her off so bad because he had the authority and they respected him and they were not gonna override his authority as a man. And they respected my dad's authority as a man. And my dad was the most godliest man I ever known in my life. I have never met a more godlier man that lived what he preached. My dad was a preacher. He lived it in front of me. That pissed my mom off so bad. And when he came down, and she had to leave the police station and go home. And when he came down there, they released my brother to my dad. And when my dad got him home, he beat his behind. I mean, my dad was a big man. He was only about 5'11", but he had big hands. And he boxed in the Navy during the Korean War. He was a boxer. He hit my brother and knocked him up a flight of stairs. And I'm like, dude, looking at my brother, dude, what are you doing picking with this man? This man don't play. I thought my brother had lost his mind. You messing with that man? Oh my God. I never said anything. He hit my brother and knocked him up a flight of stairs. My dad did not play. And he beat my butt many times. And I love him to this day for God bless his soul. He's gone on to be with the Lord. I love him to this day for it. So what black, and I'm telling you, I've seen this firsthand with my mom. And I have some other stories that I'll tell you too. I need to write a book about my life story because it will blow you away. The stuff that I've seen that went on in my household that my mom did. Wow. But they want what black men have. And what black men have is authority. They have undeniable God-given authority. And most men, all men have it. But black women are pissed off at the authority and the God-given strength that black men have and the attractiveness of other women that are attracted to black men. That's what they're pissed off. I've seen it out of my own mom. And I'm telling you this for a reason. You black men need to wake up because these women today are telling you they don't respect you, they don't want you around, and you need to move on. You need to move on. If there's a white woman, a Latina woman, or an Asian woman that wants to be with you, do it. Leave them alone. Don't beat a dead horse. They're telling you all over the internet and all over the world that you a nigga and you ain't shit to black women. That's what they're telling you. I hate to use that language, that S word like that, but that's the way they say it because I heard them say it right over the internet. You better wake up. I'm trying to tell you something because you have a life to live. You have a legacy to live behind. And most black women, not all, but many black women have made up their mind they ain't building no legacy with you because you got all the authority. They want what you want. They want what you have. And you know what that is? You know what that is? A dick. They wish they had your dick so they could be a man. They wish they had your testosterone. And they're jealous of you because you are attractive to many ethnic groups of women. And they despise you for it. They despise you for your strength, your character, and your demeanor, and how you move in the world, and people look at you, and with respect, they hate it. They hate you for it. Better wake up. I'm giving you game, buddy. I'm giving you game straight from the creator. I'm giving you game. I'm giving you game. Listen to what I'm saying. You need to move on. Okay? God bless. That's all I have for you today. Peace. Hey, I'm going to end this video with some music of mine. I'm going to play it out, all the way out, a song from one of my albums called A Breath of Fresh Air. And this song is entitled If You Only Knew. And I'll put a pic of the album up as we go. And so I just want you to hear it. And I'll be talking more about music because I'm working on as you can see the instruments behind me. I'm working on a new album now, and it's going to be called Portrait of a Hopeless Romantic. And it's going to have some really good stuff. Really, 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 really beautiful, beautiful stuff. So kick back and listen. And God bless you. And hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already liked to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
If you only knew what I had in store for you, baby. If you only knew what I had in store for you, baby. Yeah. Girl, look at me. I'm a man on a mission. I'm out to prove my love for you. So So close your eyes and take a ride into the night. Oh baby, I got a lot in store for you. You don't have to wonder if you're gonna have a good time. I got a special plan tonight. If you only knew what I have in store for you, baby, you would be excited too. If you only knew what I have in store for you, baby. If you only knew, if you only knew. Girl, don't you know that I can only show how much I really care for you. I do believe that talk is cheap. That's why I plan this getaway. It's our little excursion for the weekend. We're gonna toss our troubles away. If you only knew what I have in store for you, baby, you would be excited too. If you only knew what I have in store for you, baby. If you only knew, if you only knew, if you only knew what I have in store for you, baby. If you only knew, if you only knew. There's a cozy little place just right around the corner with room enough just for two. Tonight I'm gonna show you just how much I really love you and why I really married you. I'm gonna close all the doors, I'm gonna shut out the world. I've ordered dinner just for two. Tonight is your night, the love of my life. I'm only gonna focus on you. You don't have to wonder if we're gonna have a good time. Girl, it's gonna be alright. If you only knew what I have in store for you, baby, you would be excited too. Yeah. If you only knew what I have in store for you, baby. Ooh, baby. I'm gonna close all the doors, baby. Shut out the world, baby. I ordered dinner just for two.